And friends, Sandra from For Your Chi here today to do your birthday reading, March of 2023. Happy birthday and thanks for being with me. Well, let's see what March has in store for you. I mean, I wish it were better for your birthday, but I've seen worse. The first house we have here is the waiting game. Patience is required, however, after this period of patience is over, success is assured. This card also talks about divine timing. You were hoping something was going to happen at the beginning of March that isn't going to pan out in the timing. You will get there, however. Keep going, this card says. Okay, keep going. You have an additional, so this is a no for now card. I do not believe, for the majority of you, that this means no to an answered prayer. This is simply talking about timing here. Okay, so whatever you have asked for, wished for, prayed for, put out into the universe, it's time to detach from the outcome of that, okay, and distract yourself in another way. Your money, this is the Eight of Cups in traditional tarot. So you are moving on from the past. I like that because you're moving on from what no longer works and what's no longer serving you in the near future. Okay. So in the near future is talking about you getting your answers to your prayers, your manifestations regarding money. Now, the first and second house, don't forget, can totally be related, especially if we're talking about you're hoping that something to do with money or a contract or a check or something like that would manifest in the first week of March. In the near future talks about not to worry because in the next, like right around the corner, you will get that which you are asking for. Okay, Pisces. Your third house, house of brother or sister. This camera app is just doing things by itself. Brother or sister is in heavy desire mode. Now, luckily, you didn't pull this card. This card is for them. They are wanting somebody or something that they do not have. That's a problem because they're actually pushing it away. The message from the answer from the angels is no need to worry. Try to tell them to detach themselves from worry so that they don't push what they're asking away too far, okay? Your fourth house, your house of home where you currently live, again, have patience. You pulled patience in the first house, you pulled patience in your fourth house. I feel like this message is talking about pacing yourself with the patience with regard to where you live. What this means is not taking big strides all at once or in one day, but rather taking baby steps and also asking for help from others when need be. And you could be in the planning phase of something to do with your house or buying a new home or moving or renovating or more home improvements. Okay. And look, I love this message. Don't stop. Keep going. Okay. So even though you have patience here, like it might not be happening in the timing that you had planned, they're telling you to keep going steps forward, even if it's small steps. Your fifth house, your house of socialization, fun, friends. For those of you single Pisces, this could be talking about your dating life. Accelerated motion. This is the star card in traditional tarot, but as you know, for me with this deck as a reader, it means that you could be saying yes to a friend or to someone that you may date when really it involves you learning a harsh life lesson. Well, we don't need any more harsh life lessons, do we, Pisces? And especially, and you know I've been saying this to you month after month lately, especially with Saturn coming up in your sign. It is going to be very important that you be extremely cautious with who you say yes to, with what you do, any and all aspects of your life. If your T's are not crossed and your I's are not dotted, you do not want to get caught with your pants down with Saturn in your sign for the next 2.5 years. It starts this month. For those of you early Pisces who are born in February, you may have already felt this shift that's coming into your sign. And speaking of signs, look for a sign. So this could be someone who contacts you out of the blue, perhaps an old friend, perhaps a ex-lover, perhaps a new lover that contacts you out of the blue and says, hey, let's go here. And you're like, universe, give me a sign if I should go. Give me a warning sign if I should say no. Okay. But really, I mean, the own sign comes from you, Pisces. It's not, typically with Pisces, it's not something that's going to come outside of you. I'm not saying that it can't. I'm saying the sign from within yourself is a lot easier and quicker to read than it is like lightning striking, right? If this person calls you and says, hey, Pisces, do you want to go out tonight? And all of a sudden you start getting a knot in the pit of your stomach, well, then that's the sign to stay home. It's very simple for a Pisces. You people are extremely intuitive, okay? It's time to cash in on that 24/7. All right, this is a little concerning. It could be worse, though, so I don't want you to freak out. Financial material changes is the financial challenge card, but in your 6th house, it means that you could see cutbacks at work, at your job. Typically, this does not mean a cutback in your paycheck because that would show up in the 2nd house. However, the message that we pulled in the 2nd house isn't that great either. Does it say that you're going to be shortened in the paycheck? No, not necessarily. But does it say that there are going to be money trees that are growing in the backyard where all you have to do is shake them? Not so much. So what I would advise you to do is, number one, don't overspend. Make sure you're continuing to tuck away money, as we've talked about in the recent past. Number two, for some of you, you may find that you're having to spend extra money on your health or keeping yourself healthy or any kind of health. Yes, this could be a doctor bill, cancel, clear, delete, because not so long ago, the Sagittarians pulled this, and I have lots of Sagittarians around me, but I have a very close friend who found herself in the hospital when I pulled this. I'm not saying that's going to happen to you, Pisces, but I'm just saying, be mindful of your health. Don't overdo it in anything negative whatsoever with regard to your health. Make sure it's balanced. Make sure you're eating a healthy diet. Make sure you're getting some exercise if you can. Go seek medical professional advice when you can, as soon as you can, if there's something going on. Make sure you're getting your checkups, keep it all in balance and check, and that will help this, okay? Within the next few months, I feel like this means this is going to resolve itself in the next few months, so I don't want you to worry yourself too bad about this because it's being ironed out even as I delivered this message. The universe has your back, in other words. Okay. Before we get to the extended reading, which your 7th house is going to be very interesting, Pisces, in the month of March. Your love life always is, though, isn't it? Let's go over who I see as far as signs around you. Okay, so we pulled the 2 of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We have the Star, which is indicative of an Aquarius. We have the Chariot, which is Cancer or Gemini. So heavy on the water here And we have a double Cancer here, so you could have someone who has like heavy Cancer in their chart, even if they're not a Cancer, right? They can have Venus in Cancer, or maybe a Moon in Cancer. Someone who's very sensitive in that regard. It's Moon in Cancer. All right, so if you want to join me in the extended reading, the link will be below. It is on Patreon. That made it affordable for everyone. We're going to be going over your 7th house, your partnerships. This is, remember, primary partner and business partner. Your 8th house of intimacy, taxes, contracts, legal matters, the source of your significant other's income. Your 9th house of your school and travel. Your 10th house of your career and your mother. Your 11th house of your child or your best friend. And your 12th house, what's about to happen in the month of, what are we now? June. Very fascinating indeed. Okay, Pisces, thanks so much for being here with me, and many blessings, and I will see you next time.